Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a scenario where, not a scenario, we're just going to do the Polish Empire video, of course. Of course, you see the thumbnail, you see the title, you see this screen right now, you know what's going on. And that is the new Polish Empire. Now, where we left off was Egypt getting butt-fucked by the Ottomans. So was Libya. So with the Ottomans being more powerful than ever, I guess, they do own the Suez. They make the decision to completely block Poland, Ukraine, and Hungary from the Suez. So any ships going through their territory will be stopped. And so, they have to go all the way around. Like, if they're trying to ship to China, they have to go, woo! And through here, they charge Ukraine triple. Only Ukraine. Georgia, they just charge normally. So, yeah, that's not a good idea for, everyone. But the Ottomans in the Suez really start to get, like, hostile in the canal. Like, they really start to get hostile and just, they just block anyone from entering unless they pay them 5 times the amount that is made. 5 times. 5 times the amount. So let's just say it cost, let's just say, $1,000 to get in. Which it wouldn't be, of course, but, let's just say it was $1,000. That would be $5,000. Or let's just say $1 million. That'd be 5 times. 5 million. So, yeah. That's really important. And for every ship that goes by, that'll add up real quickly. So, yeah, we're gonna see the Ottomans get really butt-fucked here by everyone else. So yeah, looking at a bit of a map here we got going on, we see the Ottomans on one team, then we see Egypt, Libya, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Cyprus, Greece, Hungary, Ukraine, Poland, Germany, and we got Italy and Romania here just to be like supporters, be like, whoa, 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 yeah, but no, that ain't gonna happen. So let's see the first thing that ever happens in this war. The first ever thing was, because, I think they were ready for this attack, so they immediately take over the Cyprus island, and they connect over with Romania, and they push towards Greece, and a push into this begins, push over here, and then boom. And then Saudi Arabia was going to betray them, so they decide to, just give them a little smack on the face, over here. But that's all they get for now, because the Mount has everything. And then we see pushing down the Nile, and then we see pushing down the coast, and then Egypt falls. Doesn't surrender, though. If it surrendered, then it would be funny. We see a slight push, and then we have the capturing of the coast here, but they do not surrender at all. This is just guerrilla warfare shit. Then the island of Crete is captured. And then we see these guys' military arrive in big numbers. When I see big numbers, I mean Italy's screwed. That's what I mean by that. Is Italy screwed, Rome's taken, Italy falls. I don't know how many times Italy's been divided here, but they've been divided a lot. So, yeah, we're just gonna get back into that. So, we see that Poland and friends are pushing in, right? Pushing in, which now we have the Turkish realize that, hey, if we can just capture along here, then Greece is fucked. We can just take everything. So we begin pushing. What the fuck? Anyway. We then have a push along here, and then making a spearhead. Which this spearhead might or may not be successful, we don't know. And then we have a landing on a Greek island over here that I don't know what it's called. And then a small landing in Crimea, but that's stalemated quickly. And yeah, this is the war so far. It seems like the Ottomans are definitely winning, except for the fact that, Italy's gone. But, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter real quick. We then have this pushed back, and then the island of Crete is recaptured. But this spearhead does meet up with the ocean, effectively completing it. And then we have the entirety of the country. We see this, and then we see a defensive being made over here. A last-ditch effort to save the country. Because, they're gone. Crete is recaptured, and this island is recaptured. The Battle of Athens began, and a Turkish victory. So, yeah, we don't have something very good here for everyone. It's not very good. No, it isn't. It isn't that good at all. It's not that good at all. No, it's not. We then have we have all of Greece's coast being taken. And then Greece will get murdered. Greece got murdered. So now they can focus more on this area, which Budapest is like right there, I think. But they wanna focus more on Ukraine because it's a bit of a hot spot. So they break the stalemate over here in Crimea. Can you see that? Yeah, you can definitely see that. Just wondering if you could see that. And they take all of the peninsula. And they push up, capture this area, and then they beeline it. They're beelining it towards Kiev, But there's one fatal mistake that they made. They left this part kind of undefended, so they have an army take it. And now we have severe loss in, stuff. So we begin pushing back here, and back over here. It doesn't look good. It does not look good. But the spearhead begins to make progress even more. I want to say Kiev is right there, maybe? Possibly? I'm not sure, but I'm going to say it's right there. They get really close to capturing the city. I'm going to say miles worth. That's the city right there, and they're right there. They're right there. And yeah, we then have some push, some pushback here, and this part is defended now, so they can't get through it. We then some troops from this area come over here and try to break some stuff over here. This is mostly a distraction to cut off communication and everything, so they have less access to this area. They cut off a small army and another small army, and then they push back this army. We then have the last forces in Greece gone. And then we have Poland thinks that Ukraine will fall, so they send troops over there to defend it. They send troops over there to defend it. But then we have a severe change in tide of war. We have the Polish army. It's right here, and the Ottoman army, which moves its plan to get some troops from over here and cut this part off because that has a huge number of troops. So begin withdrawing, but not too much, as they think they're just backing up. But they make a distraction over here and try to flank them. So they begin moving process over here, while making the spearhead over here. They make a secondary spearhead, and they cut this off. Now that changes the tide of war completely. Even though this distraction is cut off, and this is pushed back, you still have the tide of war changed completely. Forever. Or not forever, but it's the tide of war completely changed. We have most of the Black Sea being controlled by the blue team, which I don't find fun, but But we then have some pushback by this team over here. We have the pushback by Yemen, which then connects up back with the border. And invading doesn't seem very nice. Invading's gonna be really good over here because this place is full of stuff. So they invade the Oman part, and then the UAE, and then they keep pushing up until they are stopped. So yeah, now that their mainland's actually being invaded, or not their mainland, I would say their mainland is like right like in between these borders. I would say like over here is their mainland, but you know. We then have the tide of war being completely changed as this army is close to being wiped. And the troops from here are spearheading towards down here to try to take back what they have lost. The Polish army outbeats the Ottoman army by a bunch, so they make a bunch of little prickly holes, cut off some armies over here, and take their new numbers. And yeah, pushing back here seems like a breeze for the Polish and a devastating defeat for the Ottomans. They want to take them as quickly as possible, but then this army meets up with this army, who then eventually swoops past and captures a big army. You know, funny, because funny moment. And then we have a push, this army is wiped out, and then it's pushed. We then see someone who I wouldn't expect to join this war, but I'm just going to put them on here just anyway. France is sick and tired of not getting their Suez Canal crisis, so they join the red team to try to stop these guys. They try to stop the Ottomans, but they have been, the Ottomans have been violating a French peace treaty that was over a while ago, so that was probably a reason. So now the French are arriving, and they'll probably go over and help over the Libyans, but they'll never know. They might go through Turkey, or they might go directly through Crete. Now the Hungarians, they don't have an outstanding military, but they have enough to push back them at least. So they capture all their coast back, and then they make they try making the best encirclement of their lives. Make a push down south and cut off one of the a big army that they have, and then eradicate it. That's a pretty good blow to the Ottomans, but it's not enough to boost get rid of the morale a bunch. Then see the Polish take back all their land, and taking back most of this land as well. And so the Romanians don't live another day. The Romanians are fucked. When I mean fucked, I mean real fucked. They got pushed out because the Ottomans withdrew their army from here. The Ottomans withdrew their army to focus on these guys, you know. Wait, what happened to these guys? Oh, they're getting fucked? Oh, no. Yeah, so that happened when they withdrew their armies. But this also happened because, funny, then we have Italy saying, hey, and then we have Romania saying, hey, no, we can't, oh, okay. That's no fun. So yeah, this completely changed the tide of war. The Ottomans just say, hey, if we can just have Greece, we'll just do whatever you want. Can we just have Greece? They all agree, and Yemen just says, hey, can you just release Saudi Arabia? I know I hate them and all, but can you just release them, please, and just give them over the coast? They're like, fine. And the war comes to an end.